Good morning, FMS. It's Miss Clark with another edition of your data binder information. Today we're going to go in and we're going to start adding data for all of our classes. You'll notice that each grade has a different banner across the top. It says grade 6, 7, and 8 to help represent and personalize that for you a little bit. We're going to begin by looking at the 7th grade eBinder. The reason I chose 7th grade is because they have a few more classes than 6th grade has available and not quite as many as 8th grade, but you get a little bit of a taste of the differences. Over here on the left side, you'll notice that I have created topics for each different class available in 7th grade. Teachers and students, this is going to be very helpful for you because you will click on whatever class you're in to help you find that data. For example, I know that my attendance data is at the very bottom if I scroll down. To make it quicker, I just click on attendance and there you go. It's right here, ready for me to enter into my own personal chart. Okay, now today I'm going to use ELA. Can you guess why? You're right, because I'm an ELA teacher. And I went ahead and opened the 7th grade ELA so that you guys could see a few of the differences that you're going to come across in 6th grade versus 7th and 8th grade. 7th and 8th grade are going to be receiving A, B, C, D, F grades in the grade book, whereas 6th graders are going to be 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll take a look at these individually a little bit more in depth later. So first, looking at the 7th grade ELA objective sheet, here's what tells you how you get an A, a B, a C, a D, or an F. Beneath those columns, it tells you what grade, how many points each grade is worth. So I would like for you to pretend for a moment that I took the class and I, on our first objective, didn't do so great on my pretest. So I've got pretest here, right where I've got notes for the future. What do I still need to work on? New objective, need to pay close attention to notes. All right. Now, the reason I wanted to add that on there was so that you could see how this data is going to show up on your graph down here. And it's going to, over time, that's why there are dates down here, show you your growth. All right. Now, if you're in 6th grade ELA and you have a 6th grade ELA teacher, your score is only going to be a 4, 3, 2, or 1. So there aren't quite as many different numbers to deal with. So let's say that on my first one, I get a 1. And here I want to say, I forgot to put in my assessment date, 8/22/18. So now my assessment data is there. And here I want to say pretest and maybe the same thing. Need to learn more about objective. Pay attention. Okay, so over here on the graph, you're going to notice that it took this one up to a 1. Now, in order for the formatting of the graphs to work, a 0 has to be put here for now on the score. And that is why it drops down to 0. But I assure you, every time you enter new data, that is going to change and hopefully continue to grow. All right? Now, also at the bottom of the sheets, you will notice that all of the objectives for first quarter have a tab down here. So teachers, when they want you to work on a specific objective, will say, okay, let's go to speaking and listening 2.A, and that's where you will open that tab and record your data and information for that. Guys, there's a really big reason why these are so important, and I want you to understand something, okay? This, because it is in Google Classroom, is going to save into your drive under the classroom stuff. And the real beauty of it is going to be with you when you move up to the next grade level. So, if you are struggling with reading informational, drawing conclusions, and inferring, when you're in seventh grade, you can go back and see what things you did over time to improve your score and think about the things that you need to work on if you're in eighth grade so that you continue to show growth. That's why we went digital. So you don't have to carry and lug a big binder around, but you have it all there, ready and available to you as soon as you need it. Heading back to Google Classroom, my hope is for you that you begin to see that being in charge of your learning is what's the most important thing, and having all of this data just a click away is really going to be helpful. Teachers, I hope you've got an opportunity today or sometime this week to allow your students to go in and enter their current data from your particular class into their data notebooks so that they can begin to see how they're doing. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call or email Ms. Clark. I hope that you guys get going on this and have a great day. And I'll be with you again shortly with another data entry information moment. Thank you.